Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be slightly different than the usual mid-monthly reading. And I'll explain why and how I'm going to do that. So first of all, I would like to again apologize for not posting the general readings for the month of June and for not posting any videos over the past couple of weeks. I've been dealing with some personal issues, so instead of trying to go back and do that now, and we're at the middle of the month, I've decided to go ahead with the mid-monthly readings, but instead of just doing the love and romance and career and finance portion of the reading, I'm adding in additional cards for sort of a general overview for the remaining part of the month. So that's what you see here. So I'll be using for the general reading for the last 2 weeks of June, I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. I'm knocking stuff over here. Okay, and that's by Jennifer Galasso. And I will be pulling an oracle card to go along with that from the Sacred Traveler Oracle Card deck by Denise, Linn. For the love and romance portion of the reading, I will be using these oracle cards. I've used them before, not in a while. I haven't used them in a while actually, but I was led to use them for the mid-monthly. So the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron-Reid. And I will pull an additional oracle card for the love and romance reading from James Van Praag's The Power of Love activation cards. And looking at career and finance, I'll be using the Chrysalis Tarot. Okay, and this is Paintings by Holly Sierra and written by Tony Brooks. And as additional guidance for the career and finance, I will be pulling a Life Purpose Oracle card by Doreen Virtue. Okay, again, as I like to remind you, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can contact me using the INSTANTGO app. Just download the app and search for me. On the app, I'm Changing Phases Tarot. I've put the information about the INSTANTGO app in the information box below. Or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com or take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. There you'll find the types of readings that I offer as well as pricing. And just, like I usually try to do in these, I don't always remember, but I try to just, thank everybody. I really do appreciate all of my viewers, everybody who takes the time to watch my videos, especially, to like, to comment. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So I will stop for now, and we'll see each of the signs in 1 second for your reading. Hi Capricorn, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-monthly reading for June 2018. As you can see, I have already laid the spreads to try to save a little bit of time. And as I explained in the introduction, I've included a third row here, which is the general. So just a short general reading for the remainder of the month. So we'll begin with that. And we have in the past position, Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers. In the present, Queen of Pentacles. And the outbound energy for the month of June, the Ace of Swords. And the card that was at the bottom of the deck, and as I was taking that card, the other one kind of fell with it, and they were together at the bottom of the deck, so I've included both. Don't usually do that, but I was led to put both of them here. And they're both Major Arcana. So we have Major Arcana number 19, the Sun, and Major Arcana number 20, Judgment. So we have Judgment and the Sun for the overall energy, and the Oracle card from the Sacred Traveler deck is Valiant Courage. Take action with passion. We'll see how this ties in 1 second. So, beginning with the Lovers card. And if we think of this more or in a romantic sense, or, more of a relationship reading, which it isn't. We have that here in the middle, but, obviously the Lovers can speak of a romantic, relationship, partnership, that soulmate connection with another individual. The Lovers card can also represent, sort of a partnership, either a friendship or, a work partnership, very strong connection, strong bond with another person. And it can also have to do with choices, and very significant choices, right? Choices that usually have to do with sort of a head or heart decision, So if this is, for example, a job, taking a job that pays, more, or taking a job that, you really love doing, is that type of thing. So weighing things up, and then making a decision. So head over heart or heart over head kind of decision. So this could, in the recent past, there could have been a major decision, since it is a major arcana. And actually, we have 3 major arcana cards out of this short mini spread. So significant energy coming in with these major arcana cards. So some of you might have made or might have needed to make an important decision in the recent past, possibly to do with your career, possibly to do with, it could even be like moving or taking a new job. Obviously, it's going to play out differently for everybody watching. But where it's brought you is to this present card, and this is, obviously could be you as the Queen of Pentacles. This is earth energy, so this could be you very much in your element, and just very, being very practical, handling things, the Queen of Pentacles. She's a very capable individual. She's somebody who, she's very good at making money. She's good at holding on to her money. She's good at managing her money. She's very resourceful as well, not just with, finances. She's a very resourceful individual. She's very grounded, as the Earth Queen. She's sort of that Earth Mother. So she's a very nurturing person. She loves taking care of her children, animals, that type of thing. If this isn't you, this could be somebody, an earth sign, usually an older earth sign individual who's playing a significant role in your life over the next couple of weeks. So Capricorn, like yourself, or Taurus or Virgo, male or female, even though she is the queen here in these general readings, it's not gender specific, but usually it's an older person, because the kings and queens in the tarot, they have really mastered their particular suit. So this is, somebody who has mastered, who has learned enough, and learned how to be this earth queen, how to attract money, make money, hold on to her money, and just, in general, be very, very prosperous. Now, what we have as the outbound energy for the month is a beautiful new beginning with this Ace of Swords. This deck doesn't present the aces quite like, for example, in the traditional tarot deck, where we see the hand, extending out of a cloud, so that the hand of the universe handing you this beautiful new beginning, new offering. But it's, aces in the tarot, they're yes cards. So if there's an answer you've been waiting for, a question, or, something you've been waiting for an answer on, aces come in to say yes, it's positive, sort of a victory type of energy, new beginnings, especially with this Ace of Swords. Swords energy deals with our thoughts. It's cerebral energy. It's the suit of the mind. So mental energy, it's ideas, right? It's where we come up with our ideas, where we set our intentions. So it could be a new idea, a new project, could be clarity coming in, enlightenment. If something has seemed a little unclear, or maybe you've been unsure about something, the Ace of Swords comes in to really sort of, cut through any hazy confusion and give you that, the clarity that you have needed. We also have, the butterflies flying around here, right? Flying around the sword, and we see them as well on the Judgment card and the Sun card. And obviously butterflies speak of rebirth, metamorphosis, change, new cycles, new beginnings. So, once again, this sort of echoing the new beginnings. And we have these two cards, the Judgment and the Sun, as the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month. Speaking first about the Sun card is again, it's a very positive, it's probably the most positive card in the entire tarot deck. If there's an answer that you've been looking for, this is usually just a big yes, right? It's a very positive energy. It comes in to shine its light, right? It provides clarity, enlightenment. So, more of the kind of the same, but obviously the Sun is, kind of times 1,000, it's very powerful. Can have to do with children, can have to do with, with family. It also speaks of good health, just general, feeling, a feeling of well-being, just everything's are going right in the world. And then with the Judgment, that paired with the Judgment card, many times the Judgment card comes in when there's a difficult decision, sort of a judgment call, a difficult decision to be made. So, for some of you watching, you might be dealing, either you have dealt with it in the recent past, or you might still be dealing with this, difficult kind of life-altering, life-changing decision with the Judgment card. And the Judgment card, it can also have to do with, again, like I was saying, this, the new things, whatever new comes after, right? So the new cycles, a new job. And it does speak of a brand new, beginning, a fresh start, and also leaving behind, leaving the past behind, leaving behind any guilt or, bad feelings, and just moving on, having this fresh start. And much like, the Death card or the World card, after a significant ending, so this could be, a major chapter, a significant chapter in your life ending, but then this fresh start, and you are being called, right? The woman here is playing, the musical instrument, she's trumpeting, heralding this new beginning, fresh start. So there could be, and obviously this is going to play out differently for everybody watching. It could be a new start, within the work sector. It could be completely new start, moving location, moving to a different city, or taking a job in a different place, beginning a new life, a fresh start, far away from the previous, job or people that you knew, or your previous life, just completely different life for yourself now. And whatever this is, it's you have the green light, you have the yes card of the Sun. So go ahead, go after it. And with this Oracle card, let me find my guidebook. I like to read the full description of the Oracle cards. This card, Valiant Courage, says, let me find it. It says, this isn't the time to be timid or to hold back. Gather your inner resources and go forward gallantly with your banner of truth waving in the wind. Throw your shoulders back and move forward fearlessly. Take risks. It's okay to feel afraid, just don't let it stop you. Don't play safe. Opportunities will pass you by otherwise. Speak up for yourself. Honor your truth. You are a light bearer for others. Through your example, people find and act out their truth with courage and grace. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know that the Sacred Traveler sometimes experiences the unexpected on the road. Perhaps a bear appears, or someone with less than pure intentions emerges from the woods. Courage doesn't mean that you're not afraid. It means that in spite of fear and hesitation, you take action. Face your anxiety and go beyond the boundaries of limited perceptions of yourself. Any journey of the heart needs courage, and you are on such a journey. It takes bravery to go forward when you can't see around the next corner, but do it anyway. Do not allow yourself to be limited by the beliefs of others or even your own limiting beliefs. Go beyond boundaries and self-imposed barriers. Live passionately, valiantly, and courageously. And we do have, right, we have this man on horseback. So again, that, and it's talking about taking passion and charging forward. So, for some of you, there could definitely be, you know, a moving home, moving location. Maybe this fresh start is in a completely different place for you. Interesting. All right, well, let's continue. Let's see how the rest of the reading goes here. We have in the middle row, we have the oracle cards. This month I've decided to use the oracle cards. I haven't used them in a while, the wisdom of the oracle, but I've been getting some very nice readings. I'm enjoying them so far. So let's see what the cards have in store for Capricorn. So love and relationships for the rest of the month. We have in the past position, card 21, clean it up. In the present position, we have card number 39, new life. And the outbound energy for the month, card number 26, happy, happy. I like just saying the name of that one. And as the overall energy, you have card number 17, the fates. And the oracle card is action. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. Look how beautiful the rainbow colors on this card. All right, so beginning with clean it up in the past position. So again, this could be energy or a situation, event, you know, that has already passed that you've been dealing with in the recent past as you head into the last couple of weeks, or it might even be sort of, you know, flowing into the last 2 weeks. But clean it up speaks of, well, it could be just, you know, doing some tidying up around the house, obviously. But, you know, so that for some of you, especially as we are, well, I guess we're heading out of spring now, right, and more into summer, but there could be some type of, you know, cleaning going on around the house. And, you know, sometimes that helps us mentally to just clean out clutter and declutter ourselves. But, you know, within a relationship, we're looking at love and relationship here. It's about, you know, really getting down to like sweeping away, cleaning out, you know, getting rid of the excess, or, you know, is getting down to the main issue, getting down to the, you know, the core of the situation, getting rid of what no longer is necessary, right? Could be clearing the air. So in the past, you might have, you know, needed, or you might have cleaned the air in a relationship, talked things out. If there were issues, you know, or problems, you might have brought them up and talked about it, got everything out, you know, said what was on your mind. And then after doing that, just swept it away, you know, swept away the old in order to bring in new energy. Because much like, you know, the death card or the world card, like I was saying, it's very difficult, or it's almost impossible to allow to make that space for new things, new energy to come into your life if you don't first clean out, you know, the old. So it's about getting rid of that old stagnant energy. And yes, you know, in a relationship, I mean, everybody, if you're in a relationship, everybody comes to a relationship with their own, you know, sort of baggage and, you know, things from the past. But it's important not to allow that past to influence, you know, the present of the new relationship. So, you know, get rid of that, leave it in the past, and then move on. And by doing so, that will allow the relationship to, you know, to really move forward and to flourish and to grow, right? And that does, you do have this newness coming in the present position with the new life card. So again, if this is you already in a relationship, maybe after, you know, sort of airing out your differences, talking things over, you might be, you know, at this moment experiencing sort of a new lease on life, or a new phase of the relationship. This can also be, you know, new or growth of the relationship, or, you know, the birth of new ideas within the relationship. Can have to do with new opportunities as well. So again, if you're in a relationship right now, this could be sort of old energy leaving, and then new, you know, this new energy coming into the old relationship. If this is you, you know, getting into a brand new relationship, then it's all very exciting. And, the beginning of, always the beginning of a relationship, it is a very exciting time. It's full of the learning, that sort of learning curve, and getting to know the other person, and sharing of yourself, and learning what they like, what they don't like, what they what they enjoy doing on the weekend. It's that type of thing. So it's time to maybe connect with the other person, enjoy this new relationship or new phase of the relationship. And then, this happy card is the outbound energy. It's, things are going well. Everything is right in the world. It's kind of like the Sun card, right? It's a card of great happiness. It's a card of feeling, very sort of fulfilled within the relationship, and feeling happy about where things are going right now. It's about you feeling good about yourself and kind of who you are, in this relationship. And then also, feeling happy with the person that you're currently in a relationship with. We have this key. You said there's a keyhole in this egg, and she's standing on top of this, and so it could have to do with, you are being open to unlocking maybe things about yourself that you haven't been willing to do in the past, but whatever this is, it's very happy, it's very positive. The relationship is going well, and obviously with the thinking about the law of attraction, and if you were feeling very happy and putting out that positive energy, then it's kind of attracting more positive energy. Maybe that's why we have the double happy here, right? So by putting that out, you get even more coming back to you. So it's just a feeling of great happiness and fulfillment. And the overall energy for the last 2 weeks with the Fates card, it has to do with destiny, right? It has to do with sort of karma, fated events, fated relationships. It's about accepting, that there are certain things you can change, other things you cannot change. So again, if you're in a relationship, it's about accepting the other person. And part of the relationship is, it's not always easy, but it's accepting the other person for who they are, and not trying to, turn them into something that you think they should be or that you want them to be, right? Much like in the same way that you should not have to change yourself for anybody else. You should be yourself. You shouldn't have to, act a different way or dress a different way. The other person should enjoy being with you and should love you for who you are, that authentic version of yourself. So, it's kind of looking at yourself, looking at the other person, looking at the relationship. And there is also this sort of karmic element to this card as well, right? It's sometimes if we think about relationships, sometimes when a soulmate appears in our life, that person is not always how we maybe envisioned a soulmate to be, right? The person might be completely opposite to what we had envisioned for ourselves. But, it's about being open and willing to, to accept the other person, because soulmates oftentimes come into our lives to, to teach us a lesson, or for us to teach them some type of spiritual lesson, for our continued spiritual growth. And there's, definitely new energy. So whether this is, you getting rid of, kind of the cobwebs of your past and, beginning this brand new relationship, or you airing out your differences and, bringing new life, new energy into your current relationship. There's a lot here asking, a lot of messages here asking for not forgiveness. I didn't want to say forgiveness. Why did I say forgiveness? It's not forgiveness. Acceptance. That was strange. Asking for acceptance, for you to accept the other person, accept yourself, and then there's great happiness that can be achieved by doing that, right? Let's take a look at the Oracle card from the Power of Love deck, and we have action. And this card says, the world is ready for you to live up to your potential with acts of self-expression. You are a uniquely perfect representation of Source just as you are, and the time has come for you to share yourself with the universe and enrich it with your wisdom and light. You are a teacher in this physical human school, not only with the loving words you speak, but by the compassionate and aware way you present yourself to manifest that knowledge. If you find that you have been shying away from people and situations because life has become a struggle, now is the moment for you to draw back the curtain and take center stage. Show your light. And again, I get this, the message here of just the need to be yourself, right? And to shine that authentic version of yourself. And whoever you're getting into a relationship with or are in a relationship with, once they see that true authentic version of who you really are, they are going to love that, and they're going to love you for who you are, and you, and vice versa. So interesting. Kind of a deep love message here. All right, let's keep going. We have the last part to get through here. Let me lower my camera just a little bit. Move things over. Okay, so looking at career and finance here. In the past position, we have the Six of Spirals. This would be the Six of Wands in the traditional tarot. Followed by the Ace of Stones. This would be the Ace of Pentacles. And the outbound energy for the month of June, the King of Spirals, the Companions. This is it would be the King of Wands. So fire energy, possibly a fire sign individual. And the overall energy for the last 2 weeks with career and finance, we have the Hierophant. This is number 5 of the Major Arcana. In this deck, portrayed very differently, right? It's the Divine Child, and we'll talk more about this card in 1 second. And then we have is the Life Purpose Oracle card, Let Go. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. All right, so beginning with the Six of Spirals or Six of Wands in the past position. The Suit of Wands, it's fire energy, and it generally, we think of it as dealing with our work, right? The sort of the day-to-day matters in life. It has to do with creativity, creative projects, our own determination and drive and ambition for getting those things done. Has to do with personal growth as well, passion, our passion for the work that we do. The Six of Wands or Six of Spirals is generally a card of success, right? So this does sit in the past position. So in the recent past, there might have been some type of success that you experienced, and this can obviously play out, in many different ways for those of you watching. This could be, if this is within the work sector, this could be some type of, receiving a raise or a promotion, accolades, right? Just people acknowledging a job well done. This could be, if this is within your finances, success within your finances. So being able to, maybe you're saving more money than you have been able to in the past. So you've been successful at doing that. It can be a card that has to do with persistence as well, so you've worked very hard, whatever your goal was, whether this was a job, a new job or a promotion or, moving home or getting, having more money, in the bank to be able to, travel more, whatever it is for you, you've been very, you've worked very hard at it, right? You've been very persistent, you've worked hard, and your wishes have come true. You've been successful here, right? So, and by being successful, you are kind of heading towards continued growth, but also new growth. In this particular deck, we have the tree on this card. It's a tree that symbolizes transition, and again, making way for new growth. So, if you've been waiting for a sign, if you've been waiting for kind of a yes to come in, the Six of Spirals is that, that yes, or that positive, news coming in possibly. So for some of you, this has already happened. For others, this could be happening, if you're watching this a little before the middle of the month, this could be happening within the next week or so, right? But we do have, so positive success with the Six of Spirals, followed by a beautiful Ace of Stones or Ace of Pentacles. And like we were talking about in the first part of the reading with the Queen of Pentacles, the Suit of Pentacles is, it's the tangible things that we can touch and feel here in the material realm. So we usually associate it with our work, right? The money. So here, this could be, for some of you, the news of a new job. So a new job offer coming in for some of you. So, this is success in the form of this tangible, right? This new job coming in. It can also have to do with kind of reaching your, whatever, if there's, again, this goal, if there's an immediate goal that you've been, that you've had in mind or you've been trying for, this is you reaching that goal. It's you just, being very persistent, feeling very positive, working towards that, and then, you're being repaid with this new offering, of a new job coming in, or it could be, new money coming in. And then with the outbound energy of the King of Spirals, it could be somebody, a person who's playing a significant role towards the end of the month. This person could have something to do with this new job offer coming in, maybe offering, whatever this new opportunity is, offering that to you. If so, then generally this would be an older fire sign individual. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, male or female, even though he appears here as the king, right? It's not gender specific in these general readings. And he is a great person to have. If he's not the person who's, giving you this new opportunity, he's very good with his money. He's somebody that you would generally turn to for financial advice. So he's somebody who's very loyal. He's very knowledgeable. So he could be coming in to help you as far as, plan for the future. It could be a financial planner. This could be you, just, sorry, I was getting another message coming through with this card. It was strange. I don't know why I kept getting, excuse me, kept getting the, sort of the energy, even though he's the King of Wands, I kept getting the energy of the King of Pentacles off of him. And we had the Queen of Pentacles up here. So there might be, even though he is a King of Spirals, King of Wands, there could be an earth sign individual as well. Could be fire or earth, because he's coming in very strongly. But, no, but as the King of Wands, he's very active. He's kind of a formidable character. He's a go-getter. He makes things happen. He's very, he's not afraid to take a chance to go after something. He's sort of a trailblazer. He's a creative thinker. He's very good has great vision, foresight. So he's good at coming up with solutions. So if there's been something, or if it's something tied to this new opportunity, and you have been, maybe you've wanted to, to have this new job opportunity, but you haven't really, or it's been difficult for you to, bring your intentions into reality, or bring about, really have that tangible opportunity coming in. You could, maybe take a step back, talk things over with this companion here. His name is Companion, right? So talk things over with him. He's a very warm individual. He's very good at kind of organizing, thinking about next steps, even though he can act, a little bit impulsively at times, right? He is fire energy. But he's good at figuring things out, coming up with, a way to achieve this. So this could be you, maybe a job offer came in and it does look like it's, you're going to be very fruitful, successful, very positive. But maybe this new job offer, involves moving to a different place. Maybe it involves, maybe it was quite unexpected, and now you're kind of like, oh, how am I going to do that? How am I going to make things happen? This is what I wanted. I wanted a new job, or I wanted, this offering coming in that's going to bring me greater financial stability. But now what? And how do I make that happen? So this could be, either somebody coming in to help you move things forward, or you just taking on the energy of this King of Spirals. But you have as the overall energy, Major Arcana, the Hierophant. And, as the Major Arcana card, it does, it's a strong message, very powerful message coming in. And usually the Hierophant deals with, it speaks of kind of doing things in a more organized manner, because he's usually associated with order, with, those kind of large institutions like the organized religion. So the church, and which has to do with what? Ceremonies and rituals and doing things in a very, methodical manner. So, sometimes when the Hierophant appears, it's because we need to do things in a very methodical manner, or we need to follow some type of, traditional way of doing something, not doing things, don't try to, what's that expression? My mind just completely went blank. It's not rewrite the book. What is it? I can't think of it, sorry. But, when there's already a way for doing something, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Thank you. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. If there's a way to move things forward, then just go ahead and, follow that. You don't need to come up with a crazy new way of doing things. No, just follow, do things according to sort of plan. And it's a card also that speaks of higher wisdom, higher truth, as this, he's the Hierophant. So it's this sort of spiritual figure. So there might be some type of, unlocking or need to unlock wisdom or unlock higher truths. And especially in this particular deck, it does have a slightly different meaning for the Hierophant card. Obviously, I showed you it's called Divine Child in this deck, right? And you see that the child here, the Divine Child, really speaks of your full potential, and then surrounding this child, there are all these, again, the butterflies symbolizing, transformation. We also have, other symbols on the cards that speak of enlightenment, speak of self-discovery. So, in this deck, more than just kind of a religious figure, this Divine Child, it asks you to kind of go within. It's a card that speaks of self-acceptance, self-discovery, and kind of self-discovery or self-acceptance is going to lead you down possibly a completely different path. And we have that. Where do we have that? I guess back here with so I do feel that for Capricorn, I feel that this career finance portion of the reading is very much tied in with kind of the overall energy here, right? The general spread, more so than the relationship. I feel that these two are kind of similar messages coming through, where there's some type of possibly a choice that has to do with this new opportunity. And we had the new opportunity. So we have the two aces, right? We have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Stones. We have success. We have the Sun, positive energy, success. And then we have Queen of Pentacles and King of Wands. So, you being in your element, but then also taking on the energy of this King of Wands to make things happen, right? And then the self-discovery, and then we had the rebirth, or the new, this new cycle with the Judgment card, and then the sun shining its light. So, could definitely be new beginnings coming in for you, new job opportunities, possibly, at a distance, possibly that, something that you weren't expecting even. But it's, it's definitely, it's positive, there's a big yes, you need to go after it, it's going to be successful. But it might involve, or it could have to do with something that is more in line with your, your life path. Now, the Oracle card, let me find my life purpose book here. The Let Go card says, you have been struggling with a situation, unsure which direction to take. The struggle is causing an energy blockage that is slowing your desired outcome. This card counsels you to let go as a way of bringing about a peaceful resolution. First, you must let go emotionally. After all, you are overwhelmed by indecision and the stress of the situation. Wouldn't it feel good to detach and be at peace, especially if you're reassured that by doing so, you'll bring about a more favorable outcome? Ask the angels for help in detaching by saying, Guardian angels and archangels, thank you for helping me enjoy a tranquil mind and body. I now choose to let go and detach from this situation. I know that God's infinite wisdom is completely in charge of it and everyone involved. I trust that everything is being worked out for my highest and best good. And so it is. So yeah, a lot of needing to trust, right? Needing to trust in, even if this new opportunity is something, completely different, or something that you weren't expecting at all. You need to trust in it and just, sort of let go and allow the universe, to come in and work its magic, right? And do what the universe does. The universe brings things into our lives at the right time, right? Divine timing, divine orchestration. Things don't always happen, in the time that we think they should happen. And other times, much like this card was saying, we tend to block things with our, anxiety and stress and worrying. So it's about, releasing, letting go and trusting, right? Letting go and trusting that everything is moving ahead in accordance with your life's plan. So, wow, looks like an important rest of the month for you, Capricorn. So I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way. I thank you for joining me today. I do look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.